This is unbelievable. Beautiful. This is the overhang that kept me from sleeping though. It goes way out there, comes back in. I hope you guys get I know it's going to be hard to tell, but so I'm starting about right here. Right here's where it's drying. We're going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 steps across here. Roughly 60 feet. Roughly 60 feet. And look how high it is. And you can go way back in there. There's a good 6-8 feet coming on out here. This outside edge overlooking this. Oh my gosh. About 15-20 feet altogether there. Like I said, it's so awesome. And I will get some elevation deals, and I got my books and stuff, and it's never been touched. Never so much as even don't look like a raccoon's even burrowed in here. Look at the spring in front of it. Beautiful. Then again, I might not have a doggone thing to show, but we're going to give it a shot and see. So I think I'm going to start right over there. I'll get back with you if I start finding anything whatsoever. Alright, this is Richard back. I have I've dug a 4x6 hole. I'm going to show you here in a minute. I'll finish sifting these 3 buckets right here and see if we can't find anything. Found quite a few chips, lots of pieces of pottery, 2 half pieces of arrowheads, 1 base and 1 top, or 1 base and 1 top. There's pawpaw trees growing here. That's always one of your best signs that there'll be an Indian campsite. Of course, when you dig down in the dirt, and you find pottery and chips in the shell, that's a pretty good sign too. We're actually quite a ways away from where you could get the shells at, plant or whatever they are, mussel shells. And then this first, we're about 10 inches deep on an average, I'd say is what I've went, no deeper. And of course I wouldn't expect a whole lot out of it because it's never been messed with, maybe by an animal or something. Otherwise, there ain't been no human or anything in the last few hundred years messed with it anyway. So don't expect a whole lot to be here on top. This is just kind of, like I said, just whatever an animal or something has moved around. When you go to other overhangs, there's a piece of pottery. When you go to other overhangs and you find arrowheads and stuff right on top of the ground, it's usually, look at there. There's a piece of one little tip. There's been a nice little tip. It's usually they're laying right on top of the ground because somebody's been there and in a hurry and they didn't sift. And I know I should be starting over the hill, but everything's been so wet this year that I got no choice but to start on the inside. And that's just the way it's going to be. Don't know what I'm going to name this site. Have to see what it brings up. And like I said, I'm going to take keep pretty good count of where I find everything. Take you all along on each level, on the depths, where we're at. I marked a center mark there in the center of the thing. That way, in case there's somebody that might not ever get the chance to dig an overhang, he can dig this one with me. Just a few little chips in there. I I think I'm getting the shell right at the bottom of right there at the 10 inches. Every once in a while I'm pulling one up with my wiggle pick. And I'm thinking surely a piece of pottery, piece of bone shell, another piece of chip. All right, one more little deal here. And you got to work like this all day long if you want to find arrowheads. You can't do it for an hour and think you're going to find something. And it's really hard to sneak into a place like this that ain't never been dug. And because you got to go so deep to get to them. You got to make a lot of noise if you're going to do it right. So let's look at what I found. I'll show you what I've done. What you think, man? What a motor mouth. Let's go over here. Right here's this is my hole. It's 4 feet wide, 6 feet long, and then, like I said, an average of about 10 inches deep. The mark right there on his center of sight, and even Stevie Wonder could see that line right down there where the level begins. So I'm not going to mark that. But that's what we dug right there. And out of that, like I said, I'm pretty pleased. I know I'm on a campsite. And out of that, we found some of these nice big pieces of pottery. Quite a few pottery pieces. And all these chips. Then the tip I just showed you. And here's a little base. The base off one. And here's the tip to another one. So we're going to go another 8 inches down, straight down from where we're at. Get us a nice big pit started right in the center of camp. And then we'll move out from there, and I'll keep you logged in as I go. This next level, we hope to have to stop and film a point every once in a while. I'll get back with you. Right, it's I guess I said it's May 18th. It's 12 o'clock. I'm here at my 4x6 hole right here in the front. I've went down close to a good 30 inches right there. Where my buckets just came from is right there. And hallelujah, first blood. Oh man. I was hoping it was coming pretty soon, and there she is. Look at there. Oh yeah. Just like I knew it would come up. A right side notch. You might think, well, what's that crazy guy doing leaving today is to go to right side notches, but I like digging anything. It don't matter. It doesn't have to be a big money point. It can be a right side notch. All right, man, oh man, this is making me very happy. This is going to be such a cool place. I can already tell. Hope you all follow me along. See what this thing brings, what kind of adventure this brings. Cool. And it's 1 minute later, now I'm pumped. In the same sift. I didn't even start to sift it. Look at here. Oh my goodness. Look at that baby. That's going to be a killer. Oh my. It almost looks like a little Dalton. Can't be, but I have to go find some water, which it's everywhere. Oh my. All right, now we're cooking some Crisco. I think I made the right choice. I don't know, boy, I am so doggone lucky. This is such a beautiful house. I can tell it's going to be, and I'm thinking all the way through here is going to be the best part. That's how come I started down there. I don't ever like start right in the best, but I think right here where I'm walking right now, going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable, as Judge Mathis would say. I gotta quit rambling on. I'm just excited. Well, here's my hole, my 4x6, and then it comes out to a 4x3, and I've gotten to where I'm right at 30 inches, and I have come to the solid rock. Now that's the solid rock on the back of here. I've dug lots and lots of these up. So my prediction is that just about, once we come out here about 4 feet, somewhere right in here, it's going to be a deep old tunnel. And more than likely, from one end of this all the way to the other, or close to it, it's going to be a giant fire pit deal. It's going to be about 3 feet wide and about 5 feet deep, or 4. So, anyway, when you're digging these, you always got to make sure you get all the way to the solid rock. It's the only way you'll ever find everything. Or most everything, anyway. I'll get back with you. Alright, well, I hate to end my day so early, but I haven't sifted for a long time. And my wrists are cramped up. My back hurts. So, right there's what we ended up with. It's about 3 feet deep right here at the very front. 6 feet out from the wall. Down there to solid rock. I might do a little picking right there before I leave. Sift it when I come back tomorrow or whatever. Here's my pile of dirt that I've sifted. And you might wonder why I've come over to this end. It is because of this tree and the way this stuff has fell over on here. Myself, I believe all of it's going to be from here on back and around. So I think I'll be safe there. Looks like it's only going to be one occupation anyway. So I'll get back with you at the cleanup. And what a beautiful place. I hope you liked my surprise. Hopefully we'll have a lot of good days out here to spend together. Well, alright, I'm really pleased with the day just to start off with. And, of course, this is a Dixon. I was just kidding about the Dalton. This will be the 4th place that I've ever been able to go to that had never been touched, the overhang-wise. And so there's never been anything taken away or added to it. So I won't be selling these points. I'll be keeping all these together from the beginning to the end and videoing it and all that good stuff, because I'm already pretty sure it's a one-era site, meaning these guys right here are nothing earlier, nothing thousands of years earlier. There might have been different people there on and off, but I believe it'll all be these kind of points, which ain't bad. But it'll be fun to see what when it's all done and said with what was there. So I hope you all enjoy this new adventure, and we'll be back there probably on Friday. It's a good start. My hands are too sore to start cleaning all the pottery and stuff, but I'll get it on the next video.